After having seen Scream a handful of times, we jumped on a theory that is almost coming to fruition. And we're going to discuss that in this video with some new details and a new dark horse who can possibly be the killer. In this theory, we will talk about whether or not Sam or Tara could be one of the Ghostface killers in Scream 6. And as always, we will leave it to you to decide on whether either one's the killer, both of them are the killers. Nah, it's far-fetched.
Yeah.
Now let's recap the previous theory that we had released early last year. We start with the movie Psycho and how often it was referenced in Scream 5. The word itself was referenced 5 or more times. And then of course there is the poster at the Meek's house.
Sam Loomis is not only from Halloween, but also from the movie Psycho. Wes dyed his hair blonde and reenacted the shower scene, which Ghostface references when he calls Judy.
Can't get him on the phone, can you?
He must be busy.
How do I know you're anywhere near him?
Ever seen the movie Psycho?
Now I will always think of him as Janet Leigh. Amber mimics the Psycho shower scene sound.
And the score of the film had undertones of the Psycho shower scene. Finally, like Norman Bates, they both have visions of a deceased parent who is telling them to do bad things. As mentioned, Sydney is so established as the final girl that you would need an equally strong antagonist to come and face her. Whether it would be Sydney's demise or not, you can't establish that Ghostface killer in one film. This is somebody that has to be built up over 1 or 2 films, almost put on an equal level with her to face off on her. So I think we may be getting that in this film.
In the Entertainment Weekly Scream 6 first look, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega talk about some rising conflicts between them. Sam has become overprotective following Tara to New York to keep an eye on her. Tara is just looking for some space and wants to move on with her life and get back what she lost out on as a teenager. Sam is not only battling with hallucinations of Billy being in her head, trying to get her to do bad things, and the guilt of breaking up her family.
Sam also has to deal with being responsible for her sister being attacked by Ghostface, where one of the killers was her boyfriend.
Not to mention her friends being attacked or killed by them too, and as we learned, Sam's way of coping with issues is by turning to substance abuse or running away.
Since Sam isn't running away and doesn't appear to be abusing any substances in this movie, it may just take something a little traumatic to make her snap.
And that might come after the attack at the bodega by a man wearing an aged Ghostface mask.
This scene, I think, is most likely early on in the film.
The picture we saw in Entertainment Weekly shows Sam and Tara standing with a police officer looking a bit disheveled.
Due to this attack, Sam may become even more protective. And honestly, that's something I kind of got from her in Scream 5, is she's that overbearing motherly type, and she has those instincts with her. And this could lead to a fallout between the two sisters. And it could be an unpleasant one where Tara just kind of surfaces up all of those feelings that she had from when Sam left her.
I think that's why you got hurt. And I'm so fucking sorry that I never told you and then I ran away. I'm so sorry.
Get out.
Tara.
You're gone for 5 years. 5 whole years, and then I get stabbed and you want to come back and you want to drop all this shit on me?
No, I swear I thought I was protecting you.
Protecting me from what? The truth?
Later in the trailer, not only do we see Sam talking about a darkness inside of her, or a dark passenger, as Dexter would refer to it.
I'm I'm not sure what I am. I just know there's something dark in me. I hide it, but it's there, always. This dark passenger. And when he's driving, I feel alive. Half sick with the thrill, complete wrongness. I don't fight him. I don't want to. He's all I've got. Or is that just a lie the dark passenger tells me? Lately, there are these moments when I feel connected to something else. Someone.
If the sisters were to have a falling out after this attack, this could be the thing that triggers Sam's personality to be consumed by Billy.
And that seems to be evident in the quick cut of Sam holding the gun up at someone and what appears to be her cracking her neck, just like her father.
It's not a jerk, but it's a slow one.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yep.
Like
it's
that.
like, oh, that's Billy. That is Billy.
Yeah. The footage playing around her during that scene, Roman's home movies of her grandfather cheating with Maureen Prescott, the same home movie that Roman shared with Billy. In fact, the ghost face we see a quick glance of is likely Billy trying on the costume for the first time.
What throws us off on this theory is Tara's body language and attitude in the trailer.
We execute him.
Especially the scene where she's holding on to someone and she begins to crack a smile. Now you may be yelling at us, no! Tara cannot be the killer in this one. But she has the most motive out of all of the characters in this film, and the clips that we see with Sam in it, red herrings.
Now let's look at her reasons to kill. Sam is the reason her father left their family. Sam turns to substance abuse and begins getting in trouble, intensifying the stress on her family and causing her mother to turn to alcohol, or maybe even become depressed. Sam may have begun abusing Tara, because in the last movie, Sam apologized for getting weird with her.
And that's why I changed and I got distant and weird with you. And I went out and I started doing every drug that I could get my hands on until I couldn't take it anymore.
And Sam abandoned her when she turns 18.
All of this, and we're not even counting that Sam's boyfriend not only tried to kill her, but her friends. Sam essentially destroyed her teenage years. And this is something that Jenna Ortega brings up in that Entertainment Weekly article.
And since the events of Scream 6 fall a year after Scream 5, a few days of Ghostface in her life would not have robbed her of her teen years.
But the chaos that Sam caused would have. Now we're going to dive into this a little bit more into detail with an upcoming Pop 5 on Scream 5, and we'll address some more of the details around this, but we're gonna let you in on some of it. So Amber and Tara were supposed to be in a relationship together, but that was cut from the film because it mimicked Billy and Sydney's relationship too much in Scream 1.
This cut plot point also revealed how close Tara was with her father and is evident in how Amber reacts to Sam when she arrives at the hospital and how protective she is of her.
That tells me that Tara confided in her best friend all the hardships and what she was feeling when Sam had left. And this is probably why we see Amber so protective of Tara and be defensive with Sam when she arrives at the hospital. But maybe there's a twist. Maybe Tara was involved in the prior attacks too.
Tara surviving a Ghostface attack wasn't by accident, and it was staged so that they could ensure Sam would come back to Woodsboro.
Sam?
Hey, what's going on?
Tara was attacked.
What? Is she?
She's alive, but in bad shape. She was stabbed.
Stabbed?
She made it through surgery, and the doctor said it went well. She's resting now. Like, I know you guys aren't on the best terms, but...
I'm on my way.
And Richie, little did he know, he was the patsy who would have it all blamed on him in the end.
It just seems to fit. Amber is protective of Tara not only at the hospital, but we saw it at the school when she was talking with her friends. And then we saw it at the bar. So this kind of points to me that Amber and Tara kind of maybe have been involved in the plot to kill Sam.
And Wes did confront her on it. Her, like, kind of obsessiveness over Tara.
He did.
And honestly, you know, when you look at it, if, like, with Richie, he was like the stew in the aspect that he was not the one who masterminded it.
Yeah, but Richie, I think, is a little bit different because he was a little bit more arrogant. He was a little bit more cocky.
Yeah.
He thought
he thought he was a part of the whole master plan, but didn't realize. So it actually just makes him more dumb.
And if you really think about it now, right? So when you have Mindy and Amber in the basement, and Mindy says, "Well, I'm the killer," and Amber's like, "Oh shit," because Amber would have a secret partner, she could have in her own mind been like, "Oh shit, Richie's got a backup plan too."
Yeah, this is true, because when you watch that scene, the first thing that I said when we found out that Mindy wasn't one of the killers was like, why did Amber seem so friggin' surprised? Like, she was like, oh damn, like, are you the killer? Wouldn't she have known that she wasn't the killer? Like, it looked like a genuine look of surprise.
I honestly think that I yelled out in the movie theater when I seen that the first time, and Mindy said, "It's like, oh!" You know, you see that little Leonardo DiCaprio like this.
Yeah.
I think I was in that movie theater like that too, because that would have been the best reveal ever.
Yeah, he did do that, and I was like, "What?" And then she was like, "No, I'm just kidding." But then I was like, but then immediately I was like, "But why did Amber seem surprised by that? Like, wouldn't she have known that she was or wasn't the killer?" So yeah. I mean, since she could have had her little backup partner, then maybe Richie had one too.
So, what do you think? Is Sam going to snap and become the killer? Is Tara the killer? Are both of them the killer? Maybe they're operating outside of each other and they don't even know it. Or maybe they're working together. I don't know. I'm just going to say I'm so excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
If Tara turns out to be the killer and we're right on this theory, I will be happy. If Sam turns out to be the killer and we're right about the theory, I'll be happy. But what do you think? What's your theory on this? Are we blowing smoke? Do you have a better idea on what this could be? I don't know.
I'll be happy if, like, one of our theories hits, though it would really suck if Tara was the killer, because I do like her, but
she's gonna get too busy. So
yeah, she is.
If they plan on doing a Scream 7 and not waiting, 2 years like they did with Scream 3, I think that her book may be a little bit filled.
Yeah.
But in the Pop 5, we talked about how busy she is doing multiple projects at the same time.
Yeah.
So it could be very likely that she does Scream 7 and a TV show and another movie at the same time.
I mean, just last year she had, what, like 3 movies come out? Because she had Scream, and she had The Fallout and American Carnage. I think they were all last year.
No, I think Fallout came out a little bit earlier. But you had Wednesday.
But you had Wednesday. So yeah, I mean, she's got a lot going on. And she also was in You.
Yeah.
So she's really busy.
Yeah. So let us know by dropping in the comments. And don't forget that Scream Month is coming right now. Also, it is the quest for 5,000 subscribers, and you can help us get there by
liking, subscribing, and sharing.
And along that journey, at 25, 50, and 75 comments and likes, we will give out some movie theater swag. Once we hit 100 comments and 100 likes, we will send out a one-sheet poster from the theater. We have some cool ones in there. There's a Conjuring one in there.
Yeah, there is.
There's also a Suicide Squad, maybe 2.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. The one-sheet posters are really cool. I like them.
Yes. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, you will have a chance to win this box of Strawberries and Scream cereal signed by
Matthew Lillard and David Arquette, and possibly Rose McGowan, and maybe somebody else. I don't know.
You're not getting this in the U.S.
You're not.
So take a part of our little quest. Drop a like, drop a comment, share it, tell your friends about us. And
I also wouldn't recommend trying to get it from the UK either, because the post office sucks.
So does the U.S. one.
I meant in general, the postal service sucks.
I forgot what I was going to say, but thank you for joining us once again on another Popcorn Theory, and until the next, see ya.